Welcome, everybody, to the Perry's Inside Scoop, game number 4, third here in the Dome as the Orange take on the University of Virginia. Friday night, looking forward to it. Coach Dino Babers is with us as always, and Coach Friday, we have about one of these a year, and it means you're on the national stage, and I know you appreciate that.
Well, I really do. I think it's fun for the players, and it's one of those games, if you win, your phone blows up afterwards, and if you don't, then you realize and you find out really quickly who your friends are.
So Virginia comes in, and what is top of mind for you when you, first of all, it's a quick turnaround, so not a lot of time to sit around and gloat or boast about a 3-0 start. But when you think about maintaining what you're doing well and then improving the other aspects, where do you start?
I think the big thing, we start with ourselves. There were some things that were not exactly right. Purdue was a good opponent, but there were some things that we could have did better, and we needed to work on that right away, and we got right back into that. We have to be careful because we still want to be fresh, and you don't want to go into tired legs with a short turnaround on a Friday game. And then we're playing an opponent that's hungry. They won their last game at the very last minute, which was just like us. So they're learning how to win close games, and they've got a real leader. They got a real guy that can spin the ball back there, and Mr. Armstrong's the real deal. And we just saw what that other kid from Purdue could do against us. So it's a spooky situation for us on a Friday night.
Well, it's going to be a theme throughout the year. You are seeing top-notch quarterbacks one week after another. Is there anything analogous there in the preparation? Now, very few run like Malik Cunningham, but then you see Aiden O'Connell and his veteran leadership. A rare mistake for him led to the pick 6 by Caleb Okechukwu and that touchdown. But he can stand back there, and if he's got time, he's going to pick you apart. How do you compare that to what Brennan Armstrong does? And he also can really run the ball.
I think Armstrong's a better runner than the Purdue young man and Connell, and I think he might be a better passer. So, I mean, it's not going to get any easier. I got to tell the truth. It's not going to get any easier. The guy is good, and it's going to be a heck of a game.
How do you feel about the receiver core? Unfortunately, you're down Isaiah Jones. I think people saw the play there at the end. It was the second or third to last play of the game where he just kind of got his shoulder ripped up and out of place, and so he's going to miss significant time.
Yeah, he's going to be out for the rest of the year. Mike Johnson's doing a really, really good job of continuing to grow the underbelly of that group. And I don't know who's going to pop up next as the next guy to step in for Isaiah. We wish Isaiah the best, along with Stephon Thompson, along with Chris Elmore. We're going to get all three of those guys back next year. But now it's time for one of those young guys to step up and see if they're the next man.
So let's, and this is the ultimate in knocking on wood or trying to not tempt the fate of the football gods here, but because the offensive line, for the most part, have been there. The same 5 guys have taken all the snaps that you want them to this point. So a twofold kind of approach here. One, what's your evaluation through the first quarter of the season with them? And second, if and when there's a breakdown, number 6 back there seems to be able to handle that okay. The 2 biggest throws of his career, he's been rocked.
You know, I think that the offensive line's been okay. I wouldn't say that they're great, but they're definitely not bad. They've kept the quarterback upright. We really haven't, when there's been a leakage, number 6 has handled it. But we're okay. But we need to get more out of the run game. And if we get more out of the run game, I think it's going to take a lot of pressure off the pass.
Yeah. If you hit just one of those, right, there's a big change. I mean, you had that wheel route going to Sean Tucker a couple of times, and you can see the wheels turning there in terms of the philosophy of you and Coach and I. Hopefully you could hit one of those, and it's a big gainer, but you're also at minimum spreading the field to the extreme width.
We're trying to play from 53 and a third. Yeah, 53 and a third, and make them cover every length of the horizontal part of that football field. And then vertically, we'll decide when we want to go there.
Yeah, interesting stuff. We was thinking along, when could a shot play come? Coach, best of luck in keeping it rolling. I know the fans are excited, and you're excited about what they've been doing so far.
Hey, fans, keep doing what you're doing. You guys are AWE-some.
Okay, good stuff. Looking forward to it Friday night in the Dome. This has been the Perry's Inside Scoop, brought to you by Perry's, proudly made in New York.